College coach career. This is the part 3. Alright, in this one we'll be fighting LSU versus Georgia Bulldogs. We'll be fighting the Georgia Bulldogs. Get ready. This is going to be a tough one, everybody. Number 1. Hey, baby.
Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. What a matchup we have today. Momentum has been building each and every week, and now these two undefeated teams will square off. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the LSU Tigers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs.
He's crying in his jump or pack and play. Very defensive game. Not usually, no.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to
trying to burn this defensive back. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. I think at this point you might as well try to throw the ball down the field because this dog defense is not giving an inch.
They don't give an inch. They hunt the whole entire game. And they're all highly recruited kids. They're all talented. They're all going to get drafted.
And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tigers. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Say that again, babe? I saw it go across the screen for a second.
You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Go Bulldogs. Jake Long, number 22 LSU.
Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Texas Longhorns taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get... a first down for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's going for it all. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. The defender was right there. And here comes the offense on second down. Dropping back, it's Collins. He'll take another shot here. And it's caught inside the 15. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, LSU!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
You had to say something.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
I got one game before the last one.
Oh, bad Momo!
We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the fourth. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab down the left side. Afterburner's coming. Touchdown, LSU! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with the QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance.
Number 16.
Missouri Tigers. Went from 22 to 16.
On the banks of the Mississippi River, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a storied venue, and soon the fog will rise off the Big Muddy, and will it also bring a victory for the beloved Bayou Bengals, Tiger Stadium, home of LSU. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the LSU.
Yeah.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so.
That's alright. Next time you face the Georgia Bulldogs, you'll be ready. Shelton Sampson Jr. Number 7. This is number 14. This game can go either way, but we're just going to be on that.
Welcome to Knoxville, home of the Tennessee Volunteers, where the hymn of choice is
See, this is
Good
what I'm
Old
picturing.
Rocky Top, and they
Are you
hope
really
that
paying
by the end
attention
of
to
this
these
one,
stadiums
it's
when
good
you do
on
another
Rocky
team
Top.
building?
Couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the
Because I
country in
believe
this
that's
top
what you
25
get
showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
We got a badass stadium. Not my favorite though.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't. He tries to take the top off. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he's brought down after a huge completion. You get the big play, now to pay it off. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Slings it downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers.
Yeah,
they
this is
develop
my solo
confidence
game.
and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Oh damn, they're 8. You got it, dude.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Collins. Showing the arm strength to the left. Touchdown, Tigers! They take the lead with the 6.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their... Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side. Touchdown, Tigers! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Throw. He's a little wobbly. He's okay. Oh, he's like first.
After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Number 10 LSU. Hey.
Mississippi State.
Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, affectionately referred to as Stark Vegas, where earplugs are highly recommended because the cowbells will be ringing. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field.
Of course.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Going up top. And he dropped it. Incomplete pass in what would have been a huge gain. No defender anywhere around, and he just flat dropped it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Makes the catch on the left. Off he goes. Touchdown, LSU. They've got the lead here in the fourth. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
They scored again. Damn.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid the... Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Now the offense has its shot to keep this game from going into overtime. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it down the left. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Tigers. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win,
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to
Number 7 LSU. Moving up.
Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in... The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
Go to bed, Moses!
But man, you look at this.
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, LSU! He broke away from the defense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He unleashes a long one. And the DB right with him to knock it away. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Collins. They get to him as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to fire deep. He caught it, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Unloads it downfield. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. He's looking to throw, using his feet to buy time. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Now adjusting. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touch, looking for a deep man. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. This offense always looking for those big, explosive, a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They move on top here in the fourth.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all season. You're talking about this game in particular.
Number 5 LSU.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, home of the Bayou Bengals and the stadium called Death Valley since the late 50s. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad...
Going over the top. And it's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, LSU! Once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with...
Tie game here with just a few minutes to go. They'll start this drive with a pass. Oh, he wants it all. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
This guy is a...
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene.
Number 2, LSU.
Kyle Field, home to the Texas A&M Aggies, the Corps Cadets, the world-famous 12th band, Lady Reveille, and from early indications, a whole throng of Aggies ready to make some noise. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much.
Aiming for my first national championship. Can I get it? Number 1, LSU.
Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. And we have a surprising matchup here today. What an opportunity for an unranked team to win the conference championship and get into the college football playoff with a big upset statement today. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the #1 team in the land, the LSU Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's looking deep here. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Fucking fuck off, defense.
Back to pass. It's Collins. Look at this. He'll go deep again. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. He'll take a deep shot here. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a third down. Punty ready to do it. On to kick now for the 5th time today. And the return man decides to signal. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. And they heave it deep downfield. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Well, the defense has had no answer to this pitch and catch combination. They are closing in the conference championship.
You know, the receiver's coming up with a lot of these touchdowns, but I really want to focus in on this quarterback because he's making such good decisions with the football. He's finding his guy.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. On the run, he'll let it go. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, LSU.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this.
Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport.
And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another...
Yeah, let's see how we fare against the 11 other best teams. It's going to be a rough one, but I think I got a team that'll be able to go to the distance this year. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to stick with this team because LSU fired me in one of my other areas. Anyway, not the point. I forgave them. The big thing is I'm just not a big LSU fan anymore. I'm only with them for now. I'm really looking for like Alabama, Texas, Ohio State, some big teams to really pick me up. That's what I'm doing, trying to get noticed. If I get on Alabama, I'll be on Alabama for the rest of the career. Coach of the Year. Let's feel them job offers. Ole Miss. Nope. That's not happening. I will stick with LSU another year. The Crimson Tide versus the Tigers. Well, it's a job upgrade, so I guess I'm going to Tennessee. Be a volunteer.
Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals for the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff.
I gotta make semifinals.
Taking on the top-seeded team.
Yeah, come on, LSU. Yeah. That's game.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is
Yes,
a crucial
LSU.
but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again.
Clemson Tigers versus LSU Tigers.
Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year... And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here, testing the defense with a throw downfield. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete. Offense getting set, second down play here. Back to pass. It's Collins. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the defense look slow that time. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. And we're going to throw now on first down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. He'll take the lead in the second half. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That's the lead. Ooh, 32.
Well, that's a
yes.
performance in the pressure moment, but now
we're going to the Nationals.
More exciting, even bigger, as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these
my
guys
first Nationals. Woo!
Accomplish this to get to the national
with LSU. Against the Oregon Ducks. Oh, damn.
Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And it almost feels like we were destined to get to this point. The top 2 seeds of the college football playoff have survived. They've been on a collision course all season long. They've come through the challenges and the distractions, and now they'll fight for that beautiful trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception.
I simmed too much. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. All right, let's hope I can come back.
And looking for a big play here. And it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, LSU. No. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. The freshman's able to get home with a sack. Tough spot here, 2nd and long from the 16.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the 2nd sack in this game.
He's going to take off here. Get some space around the 30. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
And the ball to the ground. So the man who coughed it up gets it back, but it's still short of the first down. Looking to pass. It's Collins. There's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. 2nd down after that previous play. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Lets it go quickly. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Trying to create here on the move. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes, and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense...
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it. We've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. 1st down. We're going to throw the football. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Quick throw to his receiver. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march.
Yeah, I could see fans getting frustrated. I'm sorry.
Long, looking to throw.
We're trying here.
Will he score here? Will he muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line? 1st and goal, down 8. They've got a score and a 2-point conversion to tie it. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown. Offense. Here we go. National championship game, 4th quarter. 1 possession game. Let's see who's going to step up.
Well, the stakes can't get any bigger. The offense has done their job to give themselves a chance. But what about their opponent? What about the other side? How will they handle this pressure?
Pressured and sacked.
That's
A
game.
clutch stop on that two-point conversion. Still a 2-point.
I simmed too much of this game, and it cost me everything. Oh! Oh, I get another chance? Are you serious?
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Back to throw. It's Collins. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
We got
To
it.
lead here in the final minute. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship.
I thought the game would for sure have been over.
The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trying to blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
They're the last team standing on the top of the mountain, Kirk. National.
Yes.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how
All right, I'll be right back, everybody.
The national championship, they come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are officially your kings of college football and national champions, the LSU Tigers.
Alright, I'm back. Alright, we're moving to next season. Alright, thank you for watching.